Why are people moving to Idaho? I think you probably have an idea because everyone I talked to, minus 2 people in the last year, have told me exactly why they're moving to Idaho, and it probably fits who you are and what you don't like about where you're currently at and why you're gonna move your ocean views, your wonderful entertainment, everything else just to come to good old Idaho. It's not the potatoes, it's not the sugar beets, it's not the farm fields, it's not our Boise State Broncos. So what is it that people are moving here for? We're gonna find out all of that and more in why are people moving to Idaho. Hi, I'm Brian Hymas. If we don't know each other by now, I'm a realtor here in the Boise Valley and I make videos about all things Boise so that you can learn about Boise. How great is that? Take the knowledge, run with it, and if you're looking for someone to help you with your real estate transactions, I also am conveniently located here for you as well. There is no greater compliment that I receive than that from you needing my help in real estate services here in the Boise Valley. I've had a privilege of helping dozens of people just like you trying to escape where you're at. That's a little hint for what this video is all about, and helping you guys move and making Idaho or Boise your dreams. So we're gonna dive into all of those things. Let's go. To start off, I want to paint an example of my cousin who used to live in Chicago, who would travel an hour and a half to 2 hours in the morning to get to work, and then an hour and a half to 2 hours to get home from work, just so they could live in an affordable place, in a great family area for their family, and did that so that he could provide great for his family. There's a great work-life balance here in Boise. You don't need to live too far away. In fact, the furthest point from the valley of anything is Middleton. Middleton's about 45 minutes away, and it's furthest point from downtown Boise, because Boise's on the east end of the valley and Middleton's on the west, but it's also off the freeway just a little bit. So 45 minutes in the valley gets you anywhere. Most times it's 20-25 minutes, like if you're, want to go north to south or east to west, because usually it's like Nampa Caldwell to Boise, or where I'm at, Eagle down to South Meridian, 20-25 minutes. That's kind of like the highest point. If you live South Meridian, get downtown, it's a really close, it's 10 to 15 minutes. Just a really good work-life balance. You don't have to kill yourself just to attend a sporting event that night. I mean, we don't have pro teams, but we also don't have, you don't have to plan for the weekend traffic going to Vegas that weekend from Southern Cal. You don't have to plan around the grind of the interstate just being jammed up every day and leaving at 4 a.m. just so your team can get to their project site that morning on time. That's not Boise. There's a great work-life balance here. Leaving at 7:30 to get downtown by 8 is pretty normal. Being home by 5:30 is pretty normal. So great work-life balance here in Boise. Another reason why people move here is the great outdoors. You can do anything within an hour and a half except for be on the ocean surfing. You can be on the lake surfing, but you can do anything but be in the ocean within an hour and a half of Boise. Let me dive into these things. There is biking, hiking, camping, fishing, that includes fly fishing, snow skiing, snow tubing.
Whoa! Oh boy, watch out.
Rock climbing, that includes rappelling, boating, wakeboarding, rafting, kayaking, and so much more. And that doesn't include just the local, heading out the greenbelt and hitting on scooters or rollerblades or riding your bike. So much fun. One of the things that downtown Boise provides is walkability. You could be in Hyde Park and you could never need a car. That's not so much the case when you're in Meridian, Eagle, South Meridian, Star, Middleton, Nampa, Caldwell. That's not the case there. Downtown Boise would be the best walkable area if you're looking for that lifestyle. That's downtown Boise. In the university area or North Boise area, that's where you're looking for if you're looking for a place that has great walkability. We do have great freeway access here. When you're in Eagle, it's a little tougher, about 20 minutes from the freeway, maybe 15, but you have anywhere in the valley you can get to the freeway within 15 minutes. I mean, really you can. It's pretty phenomenal. Freeway access in the Treasure Valley is off the charts. The furthest place from the freeway might be where I live, and that's about 15 minutes from the freeway. It's not terrible. There are plenty of on and off ramps for your liking. Boise has 4 or 5, Meridian has 3, Nampa has more than 3, Caldwell has a few. I tell this to people who come to town. From the freeway, there's 4 main roads that go from the freeway north above the river, and the river's about 4 or 5 miles north of the freeway. Kind of almost runs parallel. It does intersect later towards the Caldwell area. But you can get from the freeway to Eagle and go over the Boise River on Eagle Road. You can get to Star Off the freeway, you can hop off close to that Star Road and you can go across the river and go into Star. And Middleton has a road that goes essentially from the freeway to Middleton, crossing the Boise River. There's also Linda Road that crosses the river there, and there's also Highway 16 that crosses the river. So those 5 main roads that go north of Boise River. Not every road goes across the Boise River. Thank goodness we don't need a ton of bridges, but freeway access is pretty good. We have the freeway here. It goes running from the Ontario side, which is west. It goes through Caldwell, Nampa, Meridian, then Boise, then shoots out and goes towards Mountain Home. That goes down to Utah or to eastern Idaho. That's the freeway. It is the 84, and Californians who go from the 101 to the 602 to the 5 to the 1 to the 208, they're used to those numbers. We just call it the freeway. That's all we need. I've touched on this in other videos as well. It's just the freeway. The 184 is the connector. So it's the freeway and the connector. That's all we call it. So the freeway access here is pretty good as well. Accessibility to restaurants, stores, shops, that is pretty good throughout the valley. I'm in Eagle. I shop in North Meridian, 5 minutes away. I've got a grocery store in Eagle, 7 minutes away. I got the Costco, 7 minutes away. I've got Target, 10 minutes away. I've got another Target about 15 minutes away. I've got freeway access 15 minutes. Eagle is kind of it's a higher end in terms of price community, but its distance to things is probably a little bit more further out, a little spread out. So I give you the example of Eagle so you can know the possible times. If you lived in Meridian, you've got plenty of grocery stores within 5 minutes. If you lived in Boise, same thing. Nampa, you could be looking at some of those Eagle times. I mean, nothing is too terribly far out of the way. So you're safe when it comes to proximity to stores. When it comes to stores, people always ask about Whole Foods. They ask about Target, Walmart, Costco, and Trader Joe's. Those 5 hit it every time. Whole Foods might be the exception. I don't hear that one every time. And we have 2 Trader Joe's in the valley, one off of Eagle Road, one downtown. We have, I think, 3 Targets in the valley. We've got plenty of Walmarts, and we've got 3 Costco's. So you should be covered when it comes to those major stores. When it comes to Fry's, we don't have Fry's, we have Best Buy. We've got a lot of major chains. Winco and Albertsons are both started here in Boise, so we have plenty of those grocery stores here as well. When it comes to cities around, the East United States is awesome, right? You could be in Cincinnati, Ohio, and within 5 hours, you're within a lot of reaching distance of some major cities. Here in Boise, our major cities that surround us is Portland, it's for 6 hours. Seattle's about 8 hours. Salt Lake's about 5 hours. West Yellowstone, that's Montana, Wyoming. Touches some of Idaho too, but the bulk of it's in Wyoming. We have McCall, which is our kind of our local getaway, 2 hours north of here. People have a lot of vacation homes. A lot of people have vacation homes, have them there in McCall, stretching into Donnelly and Cascade, which are closer to Boise. So you can drive basically to these cities. Flying out of Boise is super easy. We leave 2 hours before the flight every time. With our 5 kids, we get through security and we're boarding our flight on time if we just leave 2 hours early. So the negative is we do have to hit a connecting flight usually. We don't have to hit a connecting flight to Vegas or Phoenix, San Diego, LA, Denver, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, Portland, Seattle. Those cities have no connecting flight necessary, but if we're going to Hawaii, yeah, we'll fly through Portland or LA. No big deal. So that's how our airport situation works as well. So I view that as a pro. I have one customer who thinks that's terrible, but you know what? I love it. Let's talk taxes real quick. I always say that the state and federal government are going to get you one way or another. If you're paying taxes to the federal government, that's same across all 50 states. When it comes to state taxes, we're anywhere from 1 to 6.5% on your income tax. If you own a primary home, you get your first $125,000 as not taxed. And after that, you're basically at 1% throughout the whole state. It does differ. Canyon County is more than Ada County, and so you do pay a little bit more in taxes over there. But we are budget-based and not levy-based, and so the state sets a budget of what those taxes will be, and then you're paying proportionately to fill that budget, if that makes sense, with your property values. So last year we had a little bit of federal relief on those property taxes, so they did go down a couple hundred, for me at least, and in 2022 we'll see those go up again. I think we should see those go up again, I should say. And it's basically 1%. It's 1% of the assessed value, and the assessor always guesses low, right? So let's say you have a $500,000 home, you don't pay on the first $125,000, so you're paying taxes on the 1% of the $375,000. But since they're going to guess low with that, and we're a non-disclosure state, you don't have to tell the government what you paid for your house. They're going to guess somewhere around the $300,000 range, I'm going to guess. So you're paying somewhere around $3,000, and even that's a little high. I would say you're going to be somewhere around $2,500 if I had a better guess in the Ada County region. If you were in Canyon County, you'd probably throw that up to about $3,000, $3,500. And that's one reason to stay in Ada County, while at the same time the prices are so much different that if you take that into consideration, it's still cheaper to live in Canyon County. Sales tax in Idaho, 6.5% straight across the board. It's not different for anything but liquor, I believe. So, and cigarettes, those other taxes. So 6.5% for your sales tax. Another reason people are moving to Idaho is the 4 seasons. I know people say they want their, 70 degrees all year round in San Diego. I've had many people from San Diego actually say they're ready for 4 seasons. And I think it comes with what they're wanting. Like if we all could choose our perfect weather, we'd choose 70 degrees, 80 degrees year round. But I think it's them saying, you know what, I want that life so much that I'm actually really craving those 4 seasons. I love the 4 seasons right now. It's just about springtime when I'm recording this, and leaves are starting to come back on the tree. And it's fun, and then it's summer and you start to get the shorts and the flip-flops, then the hoodie comes on in the fall, then you bundle up in the winter, and it just goes, and it's a cycle. And I love the weather in Boise. It really is something I do enjoy about Idaho is the 4 seasons. Another thing people love about Boise and the whole Treasure Valley is the schools. Good schools across the board. I've seen ratings like a 4 out of 10. I've seen 10 out of 10. I have a few comments about those scores. Research how they're made, what they take into consideration, and see if that strikes a bell with you. I've had experience with schools that are a 4 out of 10, that the teachers deeply care, they don't teach to tests, and they truly care about my kids. And there's not really a school here that's like working with, well, I can't really say. So I love them all. I really do love them all. But you have to understand how Boise and the Treasure Valley is made up. There's not a pocket that you're gonna be praying for your life every night. And the dangers that would come there that would maybe translate over to schools. You're not gonna have that here. And so really, Boise is a great place. It's safe as well. We didn't mention the safety ever in this video. Boise is a great, safe place. I lock my doors all the time now because I get a notification on my app on my phone that says my doors are unlocked, so I just lock them. But I never do. I'm in the habit of leaving them locked and then I lock them later. So safety, schools, weather, those are 3 things that also are why people are moving here. And the number 1 reason why people are moving to Idaho is, you guessed it, it's conservative America. I've said it many times, that's why people are moving here. People want to be out of the state that they might call, that rhymes with Schmalifornia. It might be a Schmarshington. Even our neighboring state to the west, Shorgan, has come over here. I've heard people call them derogatory names. I've heard people talk about their governors. I've heard people talk about mandates. There's just less of that here. There's less government control. Now, are politics perfect? No, not by no means, no. But we do enjoy conservative America. We're very big on protecting our amendment rights, and we're very big on less big brother control. So this state is conservative America. That's why people are moving here. They're leaving beaches. They live next to Disneyland, have Disneyland passes, and they're moving here. Why? Because they want to have conservative America, and this is the place for them. So if you're thinking about Idaho, you're thinking about conservative America, pick up the phone. There's no greater compliment than I can receive than to receive a phone call or a text or an email from you, letting me know that I can help you at least answer questions or move here and get to conservative America. This is the best place on earth. I'm happy to share my videos about it. And if you need help, I've been doing real estate for the last 5 years. Top producer, platinum producer last year in the Boise Regional Realtors Association. I totally enjoy it, love it, and it puts a smile on my face knowing and seeing you get into your dream home. Again, seeing people get so excited and restore that hope that this is good old America. That's what pushes me through. And so if you're trying to get here, call me at the number on your screen, text me at the number on your screen, or email me, and we'll get in touch and we'll make a plan, get you on the easy 1, 2, 3 buying process. It's proven, it's tried, it lets you not overpay on homes, lets you not miss out on any homes that come on the market, whether it's for sell by owner, whether it's on the MLS, whether it's something that's off market or it's new construction. That is something I can help you with, and I'm happy to do so. So after hearing this video, is Idaho something you're interested in? I want to hear those comments below. Maybe it went down on your list, maybe it went up on your list. Please make that comment below. Also, every 3rd Tuesday of the month, I do a question and answer live, talking about the state of the market and answering all your questions that you guys chat in on the live. So if that is you and you're wanting to be on that live, be there 3rd Tuesday of the month, 7 o'clock Mountain or 6 o'clock Pacific time. And we will see you there on those once a month lives, question and answers, talking about the Boise state of the market. Hey, maybe you're thinking about retiring here. If you're thinking about retiring here, that video is for you. Go watch that one. It actually has a lot of applicable stuff to all. All ages should go and watch that one, especially those who are thinking about retiring here, and they can see how to best use their money, what's taxed, what's not, costs of living, things like that, so you can know and plan for your retirement age.